did you know that you contracted at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Okay. So with collaborating
Hold on,
with
we have to watch
Gucci,
this
Gucci
together.
was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with. Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my vagina because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open.
Right.
It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me. And by then, I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci. Like, respectfully, you know that you lie. You have went over, ran yourself in circles on the stream all night. I need
Who's lying?
Could we go through that portion, because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos. You said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft, and he came on the stream to say after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm and deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said. He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that he did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th, whenever
Did
we
you
were laying
notice?
in bed.
Did you notice
Huh?
it? Did you
I did.
notice?
Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was this was my first collab, professional collab. The collaborations that I had prior were all romantic partners that I was comfortable enough to have sex with on camera. He was the first person that I ever had sex with that I did not know prior. And not only that, he was somebody that I was watching online and that I was fantasizing over for the longest. So whenever I got there, I assumed that it was a safe space.
Did you do
I
what did you,
assumed
sorry, what did you think it was? You know, because you know you did see it. So what did you
Yeah, what did
think
you
that it
think it
was?
was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into three different things, you know? I didn't know what it was, what that was on his dick. At first, it was just one little circle, and you can see in the pictures that I posted in that black outfit, you could see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the pink dress, that was the day, February 14th, the day that I asked. You can see that the lesion turned into three separate placements. If I have to,
Just asking for clarification. So when I was listening to him, and maybe I don't know if Aiden got a different conception of what he was saying. So this, he said y'all filmed several times. I thought it was the same day. You're saying this was over several days.
yes,
How
I
many days?
filmed with Gucci. The first day we filmed three sets, three sets. So it was the one that went mega viral with the tan and blue outfit, and then we filmed the black set with the black and the fishnets, and then we filmed another set in the same
Why did he
building with
leave
red.
so fast as
We
soon as
filmed
Danae
three
showed
sets
up,
that
bro?
day. That day he invited me to fly out to Houston and spend the week with him, and I agreed. I
Okay.
packed up my bags, I packed up my Airbnb, and I literally flew out there. And there we filmed two sets, three actually. One was one in the red set. Another one was while I had a pink dress on, and the other one was a threesome while we were drunk.
And it was in Houston that you said, "Hey, your penis looked like this. the first night, but now you're noticing some difference. That's what you're saying, right?
That's not exactly what I said. No, that's not how it went. I literally, whenever I was laying there, I noticed, because over time, I noticed that he was like messing with himself. Right? I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So he was itching
And
it. You saw him itch it. You saw him start to itch it.
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore.
Got it.
Oh
I asked
my
him, I was like,
gosh!
"Hey,
Come on,
what is that
Gucci.
on your dick?" I didn't say, "Oh, it changed over time." No, I just said, "What is that on your dick?" He said, "Oh, I cut myself while shaving." I said, "Oh, that's crazy." But Aiden, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on your dick.
I do.
I have an ex that had hair on his dick.
Yes.
So whenever I heard that, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his dick before. And I know it's very rare because I've had sexual partners, numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible.
Right.
And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it.
So that's
it's
why,
real.
that's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out, because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
On top of that, he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, yeah, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way, because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way.
Of course.
Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before, but she was in that range.
Right.
Do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
He had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it.
Oh
Even
my
whenever
gosh.
we spoke about it. And I showed her the videos. She actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? She even confirmed to me, yeah, that looks like herpes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he has herpes. She's not going to say that. She's not going to corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off, or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret amongst the porn community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you. I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it.
I have a theory, and I'm gonna parlay into a question.
Talk to me, Act.
So, if what you're saying is right, and even about this Bianca Blue girl who was just on here, and she might have been exposed to it. Who knows if she did contract the virus, or who knows if she had the virus already? Because we all know how the virus presents itself. I think the question here also becomes, because I have a theory that there's, and that's why I asked him. I said, how many people you think are in this industry, especially of OnlyFans,
Who's telling the truth,
that
chat?
you think might have the virus, that
Gucci or
might just
Danae?
be selected to say, hey, okay, Danae wants to shoot with me. I'm having an outbreak. I'm gonna just tell her next week when I'm good, or 2 weeks, whatever the time it is. I feel like you're the most vocal person that's out in it, and here's the question: why did you out it? And do you think that there are people that are being silent because there's almost a scarlet letter on you right now, while other people are like, yeah, he gave me the joint too, but I'm gonna keep it low because I'm still gonna be able to work.
Right.
Now, when people think of you, they instantly think of that.
Yeah.
So basically, it was built up over time. Whenever I first contracted the virus, I really did want to speak out, but because of the people around me, the people I was messing with and everything like that, they didn't want, like what's going on right now, they didn't want the world to think they had herpes too, because I had herpes. So I was really saving other people's asses that I was around. And also, I was also way too afraid to just come out because OnlyFans is my main source of income.
Yeah.
I am the breadwinner in my family. Even at 19, 20 years old, I was still the breadwinner in my family. My mom was being assisted and everything like that. I didn't just feel comfortable going out and saying, oh, yeah, I had herpes. Victims of sexual assault, victims of things like this don't just come out blatantly immediately.
Right.
Even then, even whenever I wanted to, didn't mean that I was going to go and do it.
So
it was just something in my heart that I knew that I wanted to do.
So you speaking up now, what's changed, right? Obviously, the whole world is. You're not. By the way, I want to let you know it's very. I'm gonna let you speak on what you want to speak on. Actually, no. Matter of fact, I'll hold my thought. You tell me what you're just about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so about a month ago, the only other man that I publicly had unprotected sex with after I caught herpes, at Touch Money V, he does not have herpes either. He called me and he was like, "I need to let you know something that's been weighing on me. There's another girl saying that Gucci gave her herpes, but she's not going to come out and say it.
Right.
It's this white girl, and I don't necessarily want to say her name. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Because that is her story and what she wants to tell. But there were rumors that he already gave somebody else herpes.
Sky Bree.
Right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was right. Because whenever I first caught it, I was like, what if he's doing it to a ton of people? And then after that, he had a collaboration that I noticed, and she's some porn star's baby mother or something like that. And I noticed that she quit OnlyFans after working with him. That's another thing that I noticed.
Sky Bree?
And then he posted a collaboration with a girl that I was mutually associated with online. She was another girl that I was afraid possibly got exposed to HSV2. And at that time, it was to the point where it was like, I felt like if I found out another girl caught it after me,
Stop. It's not her.
Me. And if I'm being honest, it has happened. And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. Right. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And eventually, after this live stream, I have a really good feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say.
Hopefully.
That's basically why I came out.
Real quick, how many girls would you say that have associated themselves with Gucci that you think may have it?
That I think, or that I know
that you know so far?
Both.
Well, allegedly, no, whatever, because I don't necessarily know if these girls are completely telling the truth, but I do believe them. Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that are telling me that they got it from him.
Damn.
Tested positive after they collabed with him.
Damn.
All of which are on the fence about pressing charges.
Damn.
But I want to say something, and I want to show something real quick.
He's cooked.
Just because he did try to just say that weird stuff about, oh yeah, she probably gave it to me. So I'm gonna go on my Quest Diagnostics.
Oh.
Clear whenever.
Here we go.
This happened. So I'm gonna log in, because this man for some reason didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind.
No!
Research on him, but
what?
It's signing in. Give me a second.
No, that's crazy.
But I will show you that March 1st, 2024, I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
I can't tell you yet. As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual.
Okay.
I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Okay.
It's not working. Hold on, it's literally loading.
Sure.
I don't know why this is being crazy, but
someone said, can you ask about the Melt situation? Did you? Because I know who Melt is. Is that somebody that you had sex with not knowing that you had HSV2, or what happened with that?
No. Well, respectfully, I really didn't want to talk about that man, because he is clout chasing. He's actually started to burn a lot of bridges with people in the industry for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, Mel is
Hey,
talking
so
crazy.
I wanted to, you know,
Hold on, hold on. She got it right here. Let's see.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll to 3/1
24. We see it.
24
Yep.
view.
Okay.
Wait a second. So I want you to see hepatitis B. So we're gonna go to HSV 1 and 2. I was still negative
Got it.
for both.
Damn.
Got it.
3/1/2024.
Oh, so she killed that.
You get that positive result tomorrow. You did not get it from me, boo.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
How much do you
She
trust
clocked
that
that.
he's
She
going
clocked
to
that, T.
his private physician rather than
She clocked that, T.
one of these,
That's over with.
industry standard. He said he's going to a private physician.
Hey, GG's.
So he's gonna have to share his results rather than something that could be
Hey,
verified.
GG's.
Or something that's more industry standard. What's your thoughts about that?
Who's guilty, Chad?
my thoughts is he's been literally
Somebody's guilty.
documented as a liar. Like there are numerous accounts saying that he's lied to people.
I'm loving this.
I don't trust him in the slightest bit. Not a word that this man says anymore I will ever believe.
I'm posting this
unless
straight to the tube,
One,
too.
have proof from
Have
not
to.
only him, but a third party that has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing. That is the only time I will believe that anything that comes out of his mouth. I know that
Danae,
from this man.
Danae, are you going to continue to be doing OnlyFans and content like that, to that matter? Are you going to continue to do so even though you tested positive for HSV2? I just want to know, what does the future look like for you?
Yeah, what does the future look like?
So as far as collaborations, I've stopped for months. The last collaboration that I had was with Touch Money V a couple months ago. I think it was about 3 months ago. I have not done an actual sexual collaboration in a couple months. I do not plan on continuing collabs. I do plan on keeping my OnlyFans up.
Of course.
And I may drop content if I choose to, but that is now something that I do want to leave behind because it has caused some trauma in my life.
Right.
And I also...
Can I ask you about that last collab? You said the last collab with Touch Money V. That was after you reportedly contracted the virus. Were you upfront with him and saying, "Hey, listen, I got this," or
Yes.
did you not know yet? And he was okay with it.
I was completely aware that I had HSV, and not only that, I was telling people. By the time
Months
that
ago.
I came in contact with Touch Money V, he was already mutual friends with people who were talking about it in front of him that I caught HSV2 from Gucci. So he hit me up in my DM, texted me, telling me that he wanted to collab with me, and he was like, "But I have a couple questions." I didn't even tell him about my HSV2 diagnosis. He asked me, "Hey, I heard this. Is this true?"
Wow.
And I told him yes. And then afterwards, he still decided like he wanted to still collaborate. He was completely aware. I even told him to make himself completely comfortable because he was in his head at the time. He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode, it is still low at 10%.
Right.
Got you. Well, sorry, I just have one question here. What is the situation regarding the Matt situation? Who's Matt, and what's the situation regarding Matt?
Who's Matt?
So much plug types. Something about he ate your ass.
Melt.
Oh, you're talking about Melt. Okay. Literally, he literally ate my ass in January or February before I collabed with Gucci. I never had sex with Melt again. I never even seen Melt again after.
Dang! You a bottom feeder?
In the clear of HSV.
You a bottom feeder? You just dipped on her after that?
Trauma for telling people that he ate my ass.
Got it.
I have the girl that you guys were also addressing earlier about her being a content creator, or he said that it was a collaboration. She's calling.
Yo,
me right
Melt,
now.
that's a crazy ill.
Okay, so basically I'm on stream right now. Do you want to defend yourself or do you want to say anything? They can hear you, just a warning.
They don't know who I am though, right?
No, I'm not gonna. They only know your abbreviation, AAY.
Okay, so I mean, I was with him like last year, and I guess he got mad at me about something, so he just now decided to release the video. And he told me I'm gonna send you the video. If you don't want it released, I'm not gonna release it. So a few months later is when he decided to release the video, and it went viral. I cried and cried and cried. Don't release the video. Take it down. He published it. I guess he sold it to some type of porn site, and it went viral from there. And I begged him for months to take the video down. Oh, you got to talk to my management team. You got to talk to da. He kept dubbing me and pushing me off for months. So long story short, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get my lawyer involved. So he was just like, oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'll take it down. He never took the video down until the other day. So then I told him, like, bro, I am pregnant. I can't be dealing with none of this shit that you're talking about. Like, block my number. So
blocked you?
I go to the doctor every 2 weeks because I'm pregnant, and they've taken my blood. They've taken all my urine samples. They did anal swabs. They did vaginal swabs. Nothing came back, but it's just, why are you ignoring me?
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, they heard everything.
Was he spooked?
Yes.
Hey, Danae, you said something on Twitter, so I want to ask how you rationalize it, right? Because Gucci says she might be a victim, she's not my victim. That's his statement. What you did say is that you are a victim, but you also said that you said it was your
for
fault.
the kid,
and I
man.
think some people
Pray
might
for
be
the
having a
child.
hard time rationalizing what that means. If you're a victim, how could it be your fault, right? So how do you look at the entire situation, in the aftermath?
So I live my life trying to hold myself accountable in every situation that I'm in, whether or not I am the main problem or I'm the smallest problem. So I was always taught that, especially whenever I was young. I grew up around dysfunctional people. So you learn how to break generational curses as you get older. And so I can completely understand that I should have known as an OF creator and a quote unquote baby porn star what a herpes sore or a dried up herpes sore looks like, not to collaborate with somebody unless you get their full panel results. I completely understand that. But not only were me and Gucci collaborating, he also was speaking to me in a romantic manner and he was making romantic gestures. So
Did you get his name
things
tatted? I seen a video.
it
Like,
did. It's covered now. But
wait,
it
were
was
you guys that much involved that you got his name tatted though? Because
um
how old are you?
She's
I
19.
was 19
Oh.
at the time. I'm 20 now.
Okay.
I turned 20 in March. Like
So if
I
you
found out that I had a music.
If you tatted his name, you like this guy, right?
Yeah, we were like at
That was
first
Paulie or
he was
something.
a
That's
very
what's
sweet guy. I got his name tatted 4 days into knowing him, and I know everybody's like,
Wow.
"Whoa,
Yo!
Was the dick that good?
Was
Like,
it that good?
I know.
Was it
obviously,
that good?
Sour grapes at this point, but still.
it was just big."
Bro, Ak, hold on, Ak, you're a grown ass man asking if another dick is
No, because I gotta
Nah,
ask her
nigga.
why would she
Like,
get
come
his name
on, 4
tatted
days? 4 days is
into
crazy.
meat
because
man?
she liked them. They liked each other a lot.
It wasn't even just that; it was also
That's
content.
not normal. That's not
It was.
normal.
It's not normal, but I am not in a normal predicament. It was also content. He was telling me that he was going to be my content partner. He was telling me that we were going to keep consistently making content. This meeting was not, oh yeah, let's just collab and then part ways. No, the reason why I was in Houston, the reason why I was spending time in Houston was because he was going to become one of my he was going to be my romantic partner.
Got it.
This was not just a collaboration.
Got it.
And so I got it even right here. The placement is kind of fucking ironic because while we're doing content, they're gonna see, oh yeah, this is his.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
But Ak, basically, while she's sucking dick, it's gonna be like right here.
Calm down. Hold on.
Yo!
I'm gonna ask a few devil advocate questions just because in situations like this you'll have people thinking like this, right? So someone might say, well, maybe you and him fell out, and now you're just blaming anything you've contracted on him. Did you cover the tattoo after you found out, or did you guys fall out before? Because you clearly covered it, and you're just bringing your story to light now. So what happened? So you went there. I guess he sold you a dream. You guys having sex. He's and I've heard this theory also said, right? They were like, hey, she's 19 and probably ignored safeguards because of the collab potential and what it could do for her career. Do you think that's true or no?
I know that's not true. I know that in the moment I just wasn't thinking, and also I would have expected somebody with herpes, especially in this field, to disclose their herpes diagnosis. And on top of that, with people thinking that I just said it was because I was mad, me and him stopped talking right before I found out that I had herpes. My gut was telling me to get away from this man, not only because of my health situation, but it was also this man did not make me feel safe.
What does that mean?
So,
What does that
You can
mean?
explain. Sorry.
so it has been documented that this man has a tendency to be aggressive.
Has he,
Whenever I was,
well, sorry, has he hit you or pushed you or shoved you or anything like that?
he has not hit me, but he did grab my hair and scream in my face that I don't know who I'm messing with.
Yo!
Can even have my friend vouch for me. I had to call my friend in the middle of the debate, or not the debate, the altercation.
Something
even
about this
though
nigga we don't know.
Was frozen. He was screaming at me. He was drunk. He was mad. Stuff happened that night that I don't necessarily want to get into because I would be bringing another person that does not need to be named in the situation. But my friend heard him threatening my life.
I have a question
Even
for you.
after-
Sorry, Danae. Someone asked me to ask you about. There's a threesome that you guys had. Who is the other person involved in that threesome?
Respectfully, I don't want to talk about it because the girl no longer does content and the girl does not need to be addressed. I mean, me and her did have an altercation, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. Is
Okay.
that tensions were high that night.
Got you. Okay. But
Your ass. I watched you on the 20v1. They say you were known, which, again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. They say you're known to beat up bitches. They said that's what they said. As a matter of fact, you kind of, I want to shout out the YouTuber Sean something.
What's the word, Tori?
I don't know if that was an old or new thing, but they said you were known to be aggressive yourself. So, you look nice and sweet here, but like maybe you're aggressive as well.
I can definitely say that I have developed a name for myself for being able to fight, yes, but I only really get in altercations, physical altercations, whenever I feel like I am unsafe.
Okay.
Whenever somebody threatens me, I could take it there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather talk it out. But if things get physical, just know that it is not just, oh, I'm trying to be an aggressor. I'm being the aggressor.
Nigga said rated, bro.
I'm pretty sure if
This
everything didn't
nigga, bro.
happen and things went well with the Gucci situation, his roommates could even vouch that anything that happened that night was because everything got out of hand as far as the other two in the threesome. And I was in the middle.
Jealousy?
And just went off. I don't really want to talk about this situation.
Okay. Could you just give us like
Ack
a
really
broad
trying to
timeline?
get
Because
all the
basically
details, bro.
Unraveling really quickly. So
He trying to get all the details.
Do a scene. He convinces you to come to Houston. You go to Houston with him pretty much the next day. Do a couple more scenes. 4 days later, you get his name tatted. When do you guys stop dealing with each other?
Yeah, like the absolute day, the last time that you guys actually.
Yeah, because it seems
over.
like you guys have not been messing around for more than like 30 days. It feels like this was like maybe a 2-week thing, right? Am I tripping?
So that's not the case. No, it was about a month.
Okay.
So basically, we officially stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual. So if something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that. And then my last message to him before I texted him basically after I found out, was never contact me again.
Right.
Okay.
On March 22nd.
And then hold on,
And
what
then
did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
Yeah.
I'm
Read.
supposed to read that.
Yeah, read that hoe. Nah,
Well,
read that hoe. Well,
I
we
said
already.
you will reap what you sow. You
Okay.
know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You
Uh-huh.
knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name, because his name means God is worthy to be prayed. Aluatosin. So
Oh, Gucci third leg means what? on. Wait, hold on. What?
Yo, this nigga
That's what he told
stupid,
me
bro.
the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to
This
God.
nigga is stupid, bro.
But basically, I said like
Bro, this shit is
I
really
thought you was
crazy.
talking about his
chat.
actual name.
my collab. The only other man I
Gotta get
had
my
sex with
charger.
raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes.
That's
Is
the
this
only
shit
other
not crazy to y'all,
collab
chat?
that I had sex with raw.
Nah, this is
insane.
insane.
Can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people telling me, people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream. Like, worry.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name, love.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told me that
What a drama.
you heard
Drama?
that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Skybree.
Oh, okay.
Question mark?
Okay. That gets scared because, whoa, I never, like, did anything else. Which, like, I didn't even, yeah, more to the story, the girl was like, yeah, he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said,
Okay.
the white
What's that word?
bitch
What's that word,
herpes.
bro?
So I was like, but he said, you telling live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well.
That's not true. But,
Well, thanks for helping me out, love.
Yo, bro, thank you for the lightning bolts, bro. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask another. Again, you know, I know you also probably have the
I appreciate you, bro.
OnlyFans
Thank you so much,
community
bro.
who are probably tuned in for this. So I don't want him to think that I'm like, you know, trying to ask questions to fuck you up. But I want to ask questions that, you know, that you're not gonna see responses
word,
to this
Cam?
on Twitter. That
Chat,
you can
no,
just
he
address
didn't,
it
bro.
here. Some people are gonna be like, okay, why go to the internet rather than go to because
Chat, no, he
go to
didn't, bro. Shut the fuck
because, you know,
up, bro.
obviously, if you are infected with something and you're intentionally spreading it and you're not disclosing it to people, that could be a crime, right? And you mentioned other people are thinking about pressing charges. Why didn't you choose that route?
Okay, so
he's going
as
crazy
far
right now.
so I
He's
had people
going
in my ear
crazy right
scaring
now.
me, telling me that it's not gonna work.
he's
You're
going
not gonna be able
insane
to
right now.
charge him. And I'm not.
I
worried
would start
about
yelling,
having
but this is a serious situation, bro.
case. I don't want his money.
I appreciate you, though,
couldn't
bro.
care
Thank you so
less
much.
How much money he made off of
He's
me
going
or
crazy,
any other
though.
girls? I want this man registered as a sex offender.
Yo.
I want this man in jail. What he's done to multiple women, allegedly, and what he has done definitely to me, deserves to be in jail. And I honestly have seen the justice system fail people time and time again. It's like this case with the guy that got prosecuted and murdered for a murder he didn't even commit. I know
I'm using the
that
bathroom. Y'all
there
being so
was
fucking
a
weird now, bro.
large risk
Y'all
that
think
I
this shit's a joke, bro.
didn't
My
have
life,
enough.
this shit's scary as
All
fuck.
I had
Y'all
was the
weird
videos
as fuck.
of
I'm
his
about to make a
outbreaks.
call. I'll be back in 10
All
seconds.
I had was the negative result on March 1st. But as far as the other stuff, I wasn't sure that I would win. But
Did you
I
talk
knew.
to police though, or at least try to
No.
contact them?
No.
Are you thinking about doing that or no?
Yes, for sure. For sure. Especially after this live
Yo,
stream.
he's still going crazy, bro.
Especially after
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
What do you think he was gonna say tonight? Because
Thank
you know,
you, bro.
obviously, this was the first time he was gonna speak. Do you think did you, in any part of your mind, did you think he was gonna admit it, maybe issue an apology, or do you think he was gonna kind of like gaslight and just be like, "Yo, he a victim, not my victim"?
Right.
You thought it was.
well, that was even, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised the freak out of me. I'm
he's
not going to
still
hold
going
you.
crazy.
As far
He's
as
still
saying that he
going
has
crazy.
HSV1 but not HSV2, oh, you are creative. What else?
Bro, he's going
Him
crazy
saying
right
that
now.
I'm not his victim rubs me a bit weird. I didn't expect him to really name drop or really address me at all. I thought he was going to address the things like the rape allegations that are pinned against him, the allegations of him faking his test results, all that other stuff. I didn't think that he was actually going to talk about me because he knows what he did. But
Right.
Do you think he ruined your life?
no. As far as ruined it, he did drastically change my life. He did cause a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional instability, and a lot of things going on. But I personally don't feel like anybody's life can be ruined from having herpes.
Right.
Herpes is definitely lifelong.
I asked that because I watched the videos of you being so emotional and crying, and I watched your vlog, and I was just like, you know, again, I feel like there's maybe other women who are for whatever they're thinking about their career, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be quiet, and for you, just emotionally, you couldn't be quiet because you felt it was affecting you just mentally and maybe even physically as well. That you felt you had to speak out. So I was wondering where you were.
It definitely
Hey,
affected me.
chat, nobody
drastically.
fucking
It
says
has
Sky Bree, you
changed my
fucking
life.
retards in my
I
chat,
won't
bro.
say he ruined my life.
She don't got it, you
primarily
weirdos.
because
Chill,
it has taught me to be
bro.
more healthy. It's taught me to
My
establish
life, y'all
more
are weird.
boundaries in my life.
Chill, dude. I'm
It has
streaming,
taught
dude.
me to be more safe.
Come on, dude.
It has made me get more educated on several different STDs.
Yo, he dropped 115
And
diamonds, bro.
I honestly believe that whenever you contract a virus like this or any virus,
That shit's so
you
weird,
can
chat. Y'all being weird.
literally free yourself from burdens,
My life, he
mental
didn't say it.
burdens, physical burdens by just having optimism. And I feel like now that I have optimism, I don't feel like he ruined my life. Did I feel like he ruined my life whenever it first happened? Yes.
Is this the
Now,
first? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Got you on Twitch. Appreciate you, Kim.
No, I was gonna ask. Was this
Real
the
love,
first
bro.
STD you've ever contracted?
no.
Okay, but the first incurable one.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about him saying that he quits? He says after his test come back, he's putting his jersey into the rafters and he's quitting the porn or OnlyFans game. And he says he might even delete his channel. So, I'm guessing he has videos with you and him. He might delete those. I don't know if that'll give you some type of mental peace.
So y'all don't think it's a little suspicious? Not fishy at all. This man his career was completely fine before these allegations came out. And then now that things are out about him,
Promote a condom.
Well, I thought it was a joke when he told me he was promoting a crypto NFT with condoms. That's the craziest thing. That means he's and look, I'm not fucking trying to, but that's crazy. Like NFT fucking for
What's
condom
his clip?
promotion
I don't
is
even
crazy.
know, bro.
Yo, Aiden, stop playing.
I'm being for. Why are you not like, bro? That's crazy, bro.
now you want to use condoms? Now you want to promote condoms, babe?
That's crazy.
Hey.
But look, one thing I do think that's a bit sus on Gucci's end, because I haven't made a decision yet. Like, I think like you're coming in here with the facts. I would have loved to have seen you guys on the same.
Yeah, bro.
Panel
That
together.
nigga got
Tomorrow
scared
he
and
wants to
left.
I would have loved to do it too.
Tomorrow he's gonna show the results live on stream with me and Ak. I hope that you come and do that tomorrow.
Oh, we watching that for sure.
I just don't really.
We'll watch
I
that
don't
for
know.
sure.
Ak, what are you thinking?
Listen. This is what I believe, right?
Talk to me.
I believe that Gucci might have it, but he's in denial that he gave it to her. Right? So, in a way to cope, it's like saying,
Yo,
hey,
you're still going crazy. in
if
the
I
chat,
got
bro.
it, and he probably, one thing, and that's why when I was
Still
asking him
going crazy in
questions,
the chat,
he
bro.
wasn't that clear on, even though he said, oh, we get tested every 2 weeks, but then he said, well, I had outdated tests. So he probably didn't know when he contracted it. And I think it's probably a better coping mechanism to be like, well, if you have it, you gave it to me, rather than you've been having it but neglecting your health, so you've been giving it to people, right? And I think the timing of the oh, I quit or I'm retiring, like, come on, bro. This nigga think he's like LeBron, like, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? I don't think this would have happened if you didn't speak out. And one thing I've realized about the OnlyFans,
Hey,
like,
he's
game
watching
is,
this
like,
right now. Sick.
it seems
to his
more of a
stomach right now.
hustle more than a profession, because it feels like people are in it for the quick buck as opposed to realizing that, hey, this is supposed to be a community like the porn community is, at least LA porn community, where like, hey, if half of these chicks, and again, I don't hate OnlyFans moms at all, really. It's just that half of these chicks are fucking random rappers and athletes who are fucking everybody, right? It's kind of unsafe. So like something like this is bound to happen. I think you're gonna be the poster child, and he's gonna be the poster child for people to realize that, yeah, for the quick buck you made, you might, like, again, you're 20 years old and you've contracted something that you can never get rid of. You're gonna have to be coping with it, right?
Right.
And it's put like a microscope on that. It's put a microscope on that industry that hopefully there's some changes that happen. You ask me.
And that was literally the intention. I didn't want to hear another person come out and say, "Yeah, I got herpes from Guccithirdleg. I got herpes from
Dude, that
a porn
name is
collab."
so
I feel
crazy,
like
bro.
just because it
Why
is
is that nigga
so
name,
prevalent
bro?
in the population does not mean that a porn star should have herpes and not disclose to their partner or their collaboration that they don't have it. Respectfully, I feel like morally, if you have come in contact with any kind of disease, disclosing is the most important thing to do. Let that person know that there's a risk of you contracting something with having sex. But a lot of people aren't comfortable. A lot of people aren't ready for rejection. A lot of people aren't, because I know women and models that have contracted HSV in the porn industry that it wasn't from Gucci. It was from whenever they first started 6 years ago, 10 years ago. And they just don't know who it was because they might have had a full group scene or they fucked a couple people that day.
Hmm.
You know?
I want to ask you a question. For someone that wants to know